Dragon Ball isn't just about who's the strongest. It's about who could have been the strongest. Some characters once surpassed Goku, some had techniques powerful enough to hold off god-level enemies, and some were born with once-in-a-generation talent, but for some reason, they were never pushed to their full potential. Today, we're talking about 10 Dragon Ball characters whose potential was wasted. Gohan is the definition of unlimited potential. In the Cell Saga, he became the strongest warrior on Earth with Super Saiyan 2. As a human Saiyan hybrid, his growth rate was insane. But after that, he chose the scholar path. Even though he eventually unlocked beast form, many fans believe he could have dominated the series if he had remained the main fighter from the start. Strategic, calm, tactical genius, after fusing with Kami, Piccolo briefly stood on par with Super Saiyans. But as Saiyan transformations kept escalating, he slowly fell behind. Thankfully, he gained the orange form in Superhero. Still, many fans wonder, why didn't he receive major boosts earlier? The most disciplined human fighter. His tri-beam attack was powerful enough to hold back semi-perfect Cell. That's insane, yet he never received meaningful power scaling afterward. Despite his dedication, he was left behind in the Saiyan-dominated era. Future Trunks had one of the most tragic backstories in the series. He defeated Frieza effortlessly. But in Super, even with his rage form, his long-term development felt limited. A Super Saiyan as a child, natural-born prodigy, yet he was rarely developed into a serious standalone fighter. Majin Buu, near-infinite regeneration. Absorption ability, absurd raw power. Yet in Dragon Ball Super, he was mostly used as comic relief. If Buu trained seriously like Frieza, the results would be terrifying. Gone for years, then suddenly returned and became the MVP of the Tournament of Power. If he had been consistently developed earlier, he could have been top tier much sooner. Time skip ability, absolutely broken. Universe SXS calm and calculated assassin had massive potential. Yet after the Tournament of Power, his spotlight faded. The most explosive Saiyan potential ever shown. Without proper training, he rivaled Gogeta. If trained like Goku and Vegeta, his ceiling might be limitless. Goku's older brother. The first Saiyan introduced in DBZ, he had massive long-term rival potential. But he was eliminated at the very beginning. Imagine if Raditz survived and evolved alongside Vegeta. Dragon Ball has always been about strength, but sometimes, the most talented warriors aren't the ones who dominate the story. So tell me, who do you think was wasted the most, Gohan, Piccolo, or maybe Raditz?